Wait, don't click out, because everyone tells you to find your one thing. But my life has proven that that is probably the worst advice anyone could ever give you. And here's why. It's cooking good looking. This your girl Renae, and I'm back at it again with another video. So I have gone from a D2 college athlete that quit after 2 years to a failed out of nursing school college student, but I did still graduate, to now a professional basketball player, YouTuber, business owner. And let me just take you through my journey a little bit, okay? So let me talk about first my college chaos and fiasco, my college journey, just briefly. So I got recruited to play Division II college basketball in Hartsville, South Carolina, at a school called Coker College. But I played 2 years, and played 2 years is a kind of like a push, because your girl, I think, only played like 12 games in 2 years, maybe 20 games in 12 years, but it doesn't feel like it because I may have played 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 30 seconds, 12 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It was so random. If y'all want to know deeper about my college basketball career and story, that'll be another video. But yeah, so after 2 years at that school, I quit basketball. I left that school because that school was extremely expensive. And then I moved home to Alabama, where my parents were living at the time. And I enrolled into college, Auburn University at Montgomery, with the intention of getting into the nursing program and, going to nursing school, becoming a nurse. Well, I got accepted into nursing school. It was like a big, exciting thing that I did, because I really didn't think I was. I didn't think I did good on whatever that test is called that you got to take to get in. Babe, don't ask me because I don't remember. But I passed that test, I got into nursing school, and then I failed out of nursing school after 2.5 semesters. It was the math part, the clinical calculations class that I could not pass. And if you fail, which was get below a 73, if your grade didn't range out to a 73, you failed out. If you do that twice in for a class, or multiple, it could be 2 different classes, it could be the same class, doesn't matter. If you do that in 2 classes, you get kicked out. And I did it in the same class twice. The first time I finished with a 71.8, and the last time I finished with a 72.1. So I didn't make it to 73, so they kicked me out. No problem, the biggest blessing of my life. I still graduated college with a bachelor's degree in health science and interdisciplinary studies, which was beautiful because it fit me perfectly. After that, I got into the workforce, right? We started working. I worked a few jobs, different jobs. I got fired from 2 jobs. I quit like 3 jobs. At one point I was working 3 jobs at one time because your girl was just like, gotta get that money, This was my earlier 20s. Girl, I had a lot of money in the bank account, or a decent amount of money in the bank account, but didn't show for nothing. I wasn't as fulfilled. So this wasn't because, I was unfocused or I didn't take my job seriously. I'm pretty sure you can ask any of my bosses. I probably was one of the best employees that they could ask for. When I'm at work, I try to do the best of my ability at the job. My dad told me, if you are going to work somewhere, play a sport, do a thing, go 100% at it, because you didn't have to choose to be there. So because I chose to be there every day, I tried almost every day to give 100% at my job, whatever I did. The firings were tough because I didn't feel just in the firing, which it wasn't, because both jobs have asked me to come back to work since the time of them firing me, which lets you know that it was like a show of example, in my opinion, to do it, instead of like truly because there was a reason. Let me not say it was a reason. It was a reason. It was a reason. But the reasons were extremely justified. Again, this wasn't because I was unfocused. Same with nursing school and basketball. It wasn't because I was unfocused. It was because this just really shows that I do what fits me. I do the best to try to find what fits, especially with the jobs that I was working. It was just me trying to find what fits me best, and which led to my last job before I quit working for anybody, which was working for this company called Native Floral. If you ever seen the flowers inside of Costco, Native Floral is the company that does it. That was my favorite job I've ever had in my life besides Smoothie King when I was in high school. Native Floral, I made the most money with that job. It was the easiest job. That was my first step into being truly my own boss. Lovely job. Loved the company, honestly. There's things that any company can fix, but I think the company is a great company altogether. But honestly, this wasn't new for me, this doing a lot of different things, at one time. I want to take you back to showing you this pattern since I've been a kid, okay? From adolescence to where I'm at now. Throughout my life, I have not done one thing. I've been consistent at a lot of things. Sports, basketball has been consistent. That has been the one consistent thing. And then me entertaining has been the consistent thing as well. So growing up, I did gymnastics. I danced in high school and danced in college. I started a dance team at my college. Was it as successful as I wanted it to be? No, but I did. I started a dance team club in college. I went to the free classes that the dance program held. I love dance. I danced in high school for 3 years. I was in the IB program for dance in high school. I love dance. I did theater in high school. I auditioned for 2 plays because we had to, a part of my drama class. I got cast in both of those plays in the ensemble, but couldn't commit to doing the actual shows because of basketball. And at the time, basketball was my top priority. I have played tennis competitively. I am ranked a 3.5, which is almost halfway to pro level. I love it all. I've done it all. I've taken art classes. I've played instruments. I played the violin. I played the guitar. I've learned how to play these things. I don't play them now because I couldn't do it now. But at the time when I was learning, I could do it, okay? This just shows you that, I've never decided that one thing is what I was gonna do, and that's all I'm doing. And I used to think that that was a problem. I used to think that that meant that I couldn't be focused, that I couldn't choose one thing. But as I've gotten older, especially in this last year, 2 years, I realized that just means I'm a multifaceted person. Literally, I got the degree in college of truly who I am as a person. The degree of interdisciplinary studies is a degree meaning I am someone who is well-versed in multiple areas of study, disciplines. So my main focus was health because I took more science classes. I went pre-med my first school, then nursing program my second school. So I had more science and health credits, so they made my concentration health science. However, I took a lot of history courses. I could have minored in history. I was 2 credits away from minoring in history. I took a lot of psychology and sociology classes. I took African American studies, took communications twice. I am well versed in a lot of different areas of study. I have taken multiple political courses just to learn about different things because I just like to know about different things. I am one of those people who can adapt and get to other places, get into any area and be able to have a conversation with anybody in that field. And that is a beautiful thing. And looking back over my life, it just shows like, oh, this is why I ended up with a degree of interdisciplinary studies, because I've never been somebody that picked one thing and stuck to it. I'm realizing, I'm older now, I realize that just makes me, like I said, a multifaceted, adaptable person. And that means I'm just bold enough to try. I haven't realized that until lately that that makes me bold as fuck. Bold as fuck. So let's bring it full circle to where I'm at now, right? I haven't played competitive basketball not until last year in Sweden. That's when I got back into it. But since 2019, that is 6 years. Who stopped playing basketball 6 years ago and is now playing getting paid to play basketball? I'll wait. I'm not saying that that makes me special, better than anybody else. I mean, that makes me special. I am special, but it does not make me better than anybody else. I'm just saying this to say, you don't have to pick one thing, and your decision to stop doing one thing to do something else does not make you a quitter, does not make you someone who can't be focused, because I had to have focus to get to where I'm at now. I am monetized on YouTube because I'm focused. I may not upload, I may not have had a consistent year of uploading once a week. I probably have not. But last year was my first year where I uploaded, after I total all my uploads, I uploaded 52, 53 videos last year. That equals out to nearly once a week. I give content. I am consistent. I may not be as consistent as someone who posts once a week or 2 times a day, but the consistency is there. I give enough of myself, of what I feel is enough. So when people have told me in the past, I don't know if this is my Aquariusness in me, but when people tell me that I can't do something, it makes me want to go even harder to do it, and I will do the complete opposite. So when people were telling me, you know, Taylor, maybe you should just pick one thing. Maybe you shouldn't do hair, do YouTube, start a business, and all that one time. You can do all those things, but why don't you just focus on one? I do. Today, I'm focusing on this. Tomorrow, I'm gonna focus on that. Tomorrow, I'm gonna focus on this thing. That's just how I operate, and that has brought me the most success in my life. I may be at the lowest point financially in my life, but I am the most fulfilled I've ever been in my life. You cannot tell me I'm not doing you cannot tell me I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Is that the right verbiage? Yeah, that's it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because the universe, how my life has shaped out, has showed me I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because look at me now. Playing professional basketball was not on my bingo card for my life. If you asked me in college, Taylor, you gonna go play professional basketball? You gonna play overseas? No, I'm just using basketball to pay for school so I can get a good job and go out into the world. But I was never closed off. I never said I would absolutely never play overseas basketball. It just wasn't a thing, but I've always kept basketball in my life. And now I look back on my choices that I've made, you know, in the past 4 years. All of this has led me to this. I got back into basketball about 4 years ago. I started coaching 2 years ago, 2 years ago. And then now I'm playing. So let me tell you something. To that coach, to them coaches at that little school, at that little college who didn't see it in me, somebody do. I do, me. And I wish I had the mindset that I have now back then, but you have to go through things sometimes to learn and to grow. And I would never trade anything that has happened in my life to get something else, to do something over. Things happen the way they're supposed to happen, and that's how I end up right here, exactly where I'm supposed to be. If my life isn't proof enough that choosing one thing is the most preposterous advice someone can give you, I don't know what is. I think because I am living proof that you can reinvent yourself over and over and over again and still come out fulfilled and winning. Because I'm winning in life. I'm rich in life right now. I'm rich in opportunities, rich in abundance, rich in weather, rich in health. My body aches because I'm back into basketball, but I have never felt stronger. I have never felt stronger physically. I've never felt stronger mentally. I feel strong. I am strong. I am rich in mental health. And that has come with a lot of work and continual work. It's not gonna stop anytime soon. We gotta keep working. But I wanted to share this story because I signed my contract yesterday. I woke up this morning full of joy, tears. I've just been crying all morning of happy tears because if you would have told Taylor 6 years ago, you would be monetized on YouTube, you would have your own jewelry making business, and you would be a professional basketball player, not that she wouldn't believe you, because back then I was like, maybe that could happen, but she wouldn't have been able to see that for herself. But the Taylor that stands before you today, that's sitting in front of this camera for you today, believes it, knows it, and feels it. So just, if you know that you want to do something today and do something else tomorrow, do it. I was about to say, especially if you're young, it doesn't matter how old you are. Never stop trying something. Never stop yourself from taking that chance. I know it sounds cliche, but you have to do it to know if you like something or not. You need to do it just to build up your confidence within yourself. Because maybe even if you fail, you can say, well, I did it. Did you? I did. Did you? I'm also yoga certified. You know what? I could go into detail about the certifications and the things that I do, but I hope this was a video that spoke to you. If you want any more details about any of the parts of this that I've talked about, because I did not talk about a lot of things that I've done in my life, just was hitting the highlights, but I hope this helps. I hope this makes you feel seen. If you are somebody who can't and does not choose to focus on one thing, because baby, that's you. You do you, baby. That's what makes you different than other people who do choose one thing. There's not nothing wrong with people who choose one thing. Nothing at all. Kudos to them. That's how they choose to live their life, and that's how their life path is going, and they will be successful in that, those people. But that doesn't mean you won't be successful because you are someone who does not choose one thing to stick to. Okay? So I love you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Drop a comment. Let me know if you want to hear any more details about anything specifically, any story times you want. If this helped you, let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. I love you all. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, it's okay, because I love you anyway, and I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Peace to the Middle East.